How you doing, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Not Included, episode 7? 7? I think it was 7.
I wasn't even here for the last one.
Eventually we'll get to the point where we're just like, whatever, here's another one.
50% Man's back!
Hey!
Last week we had Grave Mine 1009, our friend Jeff, and he and I just argued about video games the whole time.
I can't wait to listen to that one.
It's really just you got me salty too, Scott.
Yeah.
People get salty, shit.
Well,
Whatever.
because it's Destiny. Destiny gets everybody salty.
Dude, I was listening to it back just to critique what we were doing, and that bit came up, and I got triggered again. I got triggered for a second time from a conversation I had already been triggered in.
I'm not changing anything.
Since then, the Destiny 2 DLC Warmind has been revealed. It looks pretty good, but Chris has no idea what we're talking about here.
No, I have no clue.
But it looks good.
I think it'll be fun.
But it's not going to fix anything. They're still not going to fix anything until September. Which, whatever. Oh, God.
Don't cut that out.
I'm not going to. You think I have enough time to look for a burp that I had in my?
Yeah, you know how many times you have to be like, oh man. I mean, you have to get a sheet of paper and tick down tick down your timestamp for your burps.
Yeah, no, I'm not cutting that out. So, what other things have happened? The Avengers is coming out tonight.
Avengers Infinity War. I won't get to see it all weekend. I have yet
to see the trailer for Venom, but I've heard good and bad things.
I'm gonna go see it.
Listen,
and I'm gonna fucking ruin it for you.
Don't. I will literally commit murder.
So everyone's like, "Oh, I don't want to go to the movies alone." I find the stigma of going to movies alone being weird, even weirder, because it's the only social activity you're not supposed to talk during.
Yeah, oh my god. Except I'm the kind of person who will talk during a movie.
I'll talk during a movie at home. When I'm sitting with Ashley, we'll shit talk the movie.
It all depends on if the movie theater is empty. If the movie theater's empty, and it's 2 or 3 other people. I went to see Love, Simon with my friends. We talked during that whole damn movie, and it was nobody gave a shit. So, that's fine. But if you're in a fucking theater full of people, and it's some crazy blockbuster opening night or opening weekend for that matter, don't speak.
You ever been in a movie theater that's literally jam packed wall to wall?
Yeah,
yeah.
People. Ashley forced me to go to the final Twilight movie. I have to say the very last one wasn't that bad. It was a lot of action.
Nick's read the whole series.
Yeah, I did read the whole series. I read the whole series in 2 days.
Because it's an easy read.
Yeah, it was an easy read. It wasn't written in a very complicated way.
Well, not like Harry Potter,
books.
Yeah.
The Harry Potter books weren't written.
Yeah, we're young adult novels.
Yeah.
That's why.
You know what I do quite enjoy? The Artemis Fowl series. Although the ending fucking sucked.
I'm going to be honest with you. I only read the last 3. And that's because I got bored with the first one. And so I just skipped them all. And I really
were fascinating.
I always wanted them to be turned into a movie. But that's never gonna happen.
Well, they're owned by Disney. The rights to the movie are owned by Disney, and they just been in
limbo.
Not
limbo.
developer limbo. That's gaming, but limbo.
Yeah,
production limbo.
Yeah,
because of all these problems and But there's over the years there's been rumors and leaks of hey, they're doing casting for this. Hey, they're doing this. Hey,
no, they're not.
Which they're gonna, if they ever do make that movie, it's gonna suck.
Yeah, it's really going to suck. I honestly, going back to that, thinking about it now, I don't think it could work as a movie that people like at all. I genuinely think people would watch it and be like, what the hell is this?
You know what I actually really want to see, and I haven't seen any news on? I want to see the fucking Hellboy thing. The one with the guy from Stranger Things.
Wait, that's the guy they cast?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the guy they cast. I don't think so. The sheriff guy, I thought.
I don't think.
Wait, I don't know.
I can look it up.
The new Hellboy looks really good.
All right.
In recent times, they've also gotten a trailer for Venom, the Venom movie, which I have yet to watch. But I
keep seeing a lot about it.
I've heard from multiple sources that it looks good, but it's one of those bad light, good light things where it looks like it could be good, but still looks like it could be really bad too.
David Harbour. Who's David Harbour?
I've also recently watched the trailer for the second Deadpool movie, and it looks pretty fun.
Deadpool.
Hopefully, it's not as like.
It is. You're right.
I told you.
I didn't.
I
think
knew
so.
I recognized that guy's face.
All right.
I hope the second Deadpool movie isn't as heavy on the current pop culture references.
That's just because you don't know any current pop culture references.
No. I'm not. That's not what the problem I have.
I'm kidding.
The problem I have is 20 years from now, that movie's not going to make any sense.
Nick,
Yeah.
movies from the 80s made a bunch of 80s references, and people still like them.
People still like them, but that's because it's the people that watch them back in the day.
Yeah, but they don't give a shit about liking a
I
movie.
still
Their goal
like
is to
them.
make money, and their goal is to make money now.
Yeah.
So make it relevant now.
Well, it's a good movie.
Like,
It's a good movie, but 10 years from now, it's still going to be a good movie. But people who,
Are
next
you afraid
generations, no one's going to understand.
That's the case with literally every movie. Like, I don't understand why that's such a bad thing.
I don't know.
I
I just think it's a little too heavy on the current pop culture.
Should we focus on
No, just make
old
it more
pop culture?
generalized.
But
that's really hard to do without getting into what's currently popular. Like that's I don't even know that that's feasible almost.
yeah, for real.
Especially being how Deadpool is. Deadpool's an asshole.
Yeah.
That's his.
I'm really excited for all the other the rest of the X Factor team. X Factor? Yes, X Factor. X Force.
Yeah, that's
no.
X Force. That's the
Sorry.
the one lucky girl and all that, right?
Domino.
Yeah, Domino.
I think she
That's her
looks
name.
great.
Damn it!
Zazie Beetz, the actress. She looks fantastic.
Her name
as
is
Domino.
actually Zazie.
Her name is Zazie.
That's kind of fucking awesome.
Yeah. I always
I wish
thought
I had a cool name like that.
I thought their reimagining of Negasonic Teenage Warhead is perfect because in the comics she was just some really goth girl who could control people's minds and that's it. And her name made no sense because she wasn't Negasonic
what are you,
or a warhead.
It
didn't make sense.
What are you giggling about over there?
Something I don't know.
What are you giggling about over there? Okay, explain.
Thing I don't know. You said something about some goth girl.
She was some goth, yeah.
Okay, so what just popped into my head is I just saw totally unrelated. It was like an amateur backyard wrestling thing, and this one girl, I don't know, she's like an Irish girl or something, whatever, just stocky girl, so she's wrestling, and now when I say backyard wrestling, I mean this is literally in somebody's backyard. So they have a big tent set up with it's PVC pipes with a blue tarp over it. That's their tent.
God.
And there's people in plastic lawn chairs all sitting around it and shit. And the next girl comes out and it's this skinny goth girl and she's got the black little dress on, her hair's black, white face powder and all that shit. And her name was Living Dead Girl. Was her name?
What the fuck?
and the fighting. Oh my god! I'll have to show you this video when I get an opportunity because it is
something to behold.
Dude, it's cringe cranked up to 11. I can't even. Oh, I'm just gonna have to show it to you. This is gonna be a visual thing. I'll have to show to get.
We talk about so many visual things in this podcast.
It's hard not to because I see something like that and it just popped into my head because you said that. And I'm
human beings
wrestling, do what you want.
Yeah.
Do what you want. But follow your dreams, but not that hard.
Not that hard. Follow your other dreams.
Follow your other dreams. Not that hard.
Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to cut this bit out. I got to angle my mic so it's not picking you up.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I'll have to find that. I actually found that through a fucking H3H3 compilation thing. Dude, it's so bad. I don't know why it popped into my head. It's gonna be hard not to just find the Rob Zombie song. No, I found it.
Okay.
I found it.
Oh my god.
Wait till you see this sick wrestling though, dude. This is some high fucking class wrestling.
I cannot wait.
No, get out of it.
Sorry, we're just sitting here watching it. Are we gonna cut this
I'll
out?
probably cut most of this out.
That's fine. Cut this out because I gotta illustrate my point. Because it's, ooh boy, is it cringy and it's bad and like, don't do this, please. Just don't do this.
Ew, what is she doing? She
This is like
moves?
weird fat girl.
That's what I said. It's just like this.
They just don't actually touch each other the whole time.
No, they're doing like the thing where it's like, okay, in professional wrestling, they like run into each other, and the guy dodges, and he's like, okay, I see how it is.
I think that girl's like actually pissed.
She's like, honestly,
I
just
think
let me break you.
I think she's actually pissed.
This fucking tubby girl in a kilt.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's just like I don't know what the character is supposed to be here. You know, her character is pretty clear. Oh yeah, then you got Clone's
Grim Reaper.
clone.
Oh god.
Even better, Clone's clone. This fight's even better. This is literally the best part of this whole video.
Oh my god.
Dude, how good is this?
There are people watching.
There were people watching this.
I would get
What
up
is
and
this
leave.
fucking
Actually-
Kylo Ren fucking douchebag who pretended to choke a girl out? Oh, dude, this is intense. And you know what? I thought real wrestling was faked.
How fucking sick,
That-
dude.
Oh my god, that was...
How fucking sick, dude. That's
What
like
is
the
his name? What was that guy's name?
Clone's clone.
Clone's clone?
Clone's clone.
I am Clone's clone.
Clone's how?
What
Okay,
the-
see, like, now, okay, that's what I'm talking about. Now, if you want to do that, fine, whatever. Back to your
Yeah.
hustle. But there's people watching this. If I asked you, hey, do you want to go watch some backyard wrestling, and knowing it's like that, would you want to go to that?
I would probably go to that. Probably go to
You-
that
you
because
go
it's
to-
funny.
Like, ironically, you would go.
I would go
You wouldn't-
ironically.
You wouldn't go to like actually like
Just
watch
like
that.
the super fan, you're like, yeah, living that girl.
Kill him! Kill him! Get the chair!
She does the thing. She just pushes her down. You're like,
We peaked all the mics.
they're just people sitting there like golf clapping,
Golf
and you're just like, yeah.
Dude, if you watch the people in the crowd on this one, none of them are doing anything. They're just like watching with a blank stare.
On their
How-
phone,
Dude, that's why I thought I had to show it to you. I had to, dude, because it's woo boy.
they're like, oh boy.
Oh, man.
I want to see what the rest of that shit's like. I want to see like, because you know they gotta have more. I'll look it up.
Wait, are we recording?
Yeah, we're recording. We've been recording.
Oh, okay. I was not sure when we
I
stopped.
don't know. Yeah, we'll figure out when to put that back. But we'll.
You can
like,
cut
yeah.
that part out too, because I don't want to talk about like. Are we recording?
No, I'm leaving that in now.
Damn it! Make me look like a dumbass.
Wait, are you rolling? Yes, I'm rolling. What the fuck, dude?
You see the there's like a YouTube channel where it's like I don't know, it's like cheaters where they're trying to catch people cheating, and like he left in like he probably told his friend to say it, but like in the beginning of the video, the guy's recording and the guy holding the camera is like, dude, you been working out, dude, you look jacked, and he's like, oh. Thank you, man. Thank you. It's like left. You know, he purposely fucking left that in. Like,
Thank you, man. You look jacked,
Dude, I was
Jacked,
I was watching Dr. Disrespect, by the way, the earlier today.
I like Dr. Disrespect. Not like I don't even.
I like
watch
Dr.
his
Disrespect
stream.
because his character he's playing a character.
Yeah, no,
He's not. That's not how he actually is. But when he's streaming and when he's in character, he's like, really, go fuck yourself. I'm the best. Kind of, and he's like, you see all this steroids, motherfucker.
I like Dr. Disrespect.
Yeah, he plays this like overbearing, I'm the fucking best, I don't give a shit, fuck you attitude kind of guy. And I have to say, it's pretty fucking entertaining.
Always wears sunglasses.
Always
has a
wears
fucking
sunglasses. He has
like
like
a
a
long-
mullet wig. He has like a pedo stash going on.
wig.
Oh,
The
he's
entire
the best.
character is perfect.
Love it.
I know. Like I don't even give a shit to watch this stream. I just love that character. Like
It's pretty funny.
I want Dr. Disrespect as a playable character.
As a
in many
playable
games.
character, oh, that'd be badass.
Many
They
games.
better make him in Radical Heights.
Dr. Disrespect.
They
Dr.
should have a Dr.
Disrespect for Smash
Disrespect in
Bros.
Radical Heights. That'd be amazing.
They probably make him want to play it more.
I'm sure he would want to play it more if it wasn't so rough around the edges,
Well, they work
to say the least.
We'll give him some time.
Yeah, they'll make it.
We'll get it.
I actually tweeted out I was playing it this morning, and Cliff Blazinski liked my tweet.
Who's Cliff?
Cliff Blazinski is the mastermind behind games like Gears of War.
Who did I have like my tweet one time? I think it might have been Leslie Jones from Saturday Night Live.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I like her. Anyway,
Scott's like, I don't make tweets.
Well, what a
Awkward
tweets.
smile.
I don't have a tweeter.
Twitter, yay.
Yeah, I don't think I do have a Twitter. Like, I'll pop on it Twitter to see, like, if I need to like look at something, but I don't like have one.
David has a fucking Snapchat. He plays Neko Atsume.
I have a Snapchat.
Yeah, I know you have a Snapchat. I hate Snapchat.
Okay, to be honest, I barely use Snapchat. I use it because people Snapchat me.
I hate Snapchat. If I wanted to send you a picture, I would text you a fucking picture. I don't want to talk via pictures. That's irritating. Why do you think I sent a text in the first place? It's low effort.
Like, throughout high school, I was never, like, part of the whole, like, social media thing. I didn't use Facebook. I had a Twitter. I made a Twitter after a long-ass time.
MySpace.
Oh, man, I had MySpace. I remember playing Mafia Wars.
I barely had an
That was a big
Instagram.
game,
Dude, Mafia Wars and
That was the
Vampire
shit.
Wars,
I
dude.
didn't make
Oh,
Instagram.
shit.
Sorry, I'm mumbling. I didn't make Instagram until after I graduated high school.
It's too bad they delete your account after so many inactive hours. If I were to go back into Mafia Wars right now, I'd have
see where you're at.
fucking billions. Because I did that once. I was like, I haven't been on MySpace in a while, and I went in, and it's like, by the way, you have $3 billion in Mafia Wars. I'm like, oh, sick! Buy all these upgrades. I haven't touched it since. Haven't touched it in years. Yeah, that was my mom's idea. She was like,
Honestly, I hated it.
"That's your hat."
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, you don't have
that was my mom's
a
idea.
Cleveland Indians hat.
She was playing Mafia Wars and stuff on MySpace, and she needed friends to like get the benefits out of it. So
I remember I used to
she
play,
made me sign up for it and play.
I remember like what game it was, but I was in like it was just a stupid little game. Like it was this guy made it. It was super, super simple, super easy. But it was a game where like, like where like you each have a cannon and the terrain changes and your goal is to.
Oh yeah, it's like tanks or Bowman.
Like a real simple game. I used to play that a lot. And the guy had like just made it, and I happened to like stumble on it like right after he made it, and I'd play it, and there was a couple other people playing it, and. Like I was in like just direct contact with the guy. He's like, "Yeah, dude, give me some direct feedback." And I was like, "Well, I don't know. This seems a little blah blah." And it was kind of neat to like, that like I had like direct input on this game because he's like, "Yeah, tell me what you think. If you think I can make any improvements." I'm like, "Crap."
You okay? Are you gonna lie? You gonna lie? You gonna?
It's a dangerous job we're doing here.
Good. I felt it coming. And I was trying to like prevent it, and it wouldn't.
Congregate at the JVS Congregate was
Congregate, yeah, that was
the only like
Good
website that they didn't block. So I would play Stick Wars on Congregate because after like halfway through the year I got done with all the computer work they needed me to do, and they're like, okay, just do something. So I played Congregate, and I would because every like Wednesday we would just sit in there for 4 hours because that was how our periods worked. And I would get to like. I would finish the game. I would almost finish the game. I would be 2 levels away from finishing the game, and then I would always and it would end that time. I hated it. I was like, I just want to finish the game, and you couldn't save.
No. Congregate's still kind of a. They still make decent stuff.
Congregate's cool. I like Congregate.
I've played a handful of games actually fairly recently on like my phone that I'm like, oh, I'll start the game up and I'm like, no, Congregate. Hey,
Congregate. Ugh. Remember, addictinggames.com.
Oh my god. Cool math games.
Huda Math.
Cool
math games. Oh man, fucking Bridge Builder.
Old Flash.
Fucking Bridge Builder. Oh man, I used to play the shit out of that.
You would go like, I remember like Miniclip used to be a big deal. I was in school. Miniclip was pretty big. You could get to it.
Yeah. I remember trying to use proxies and stuff. And
dude. Oh my god, I was like king of digging up proxies. People would be like, "Oh man, they stuffed the proxy down," and I'm like, "Got this."
Cracks knuckles. Goddamn.
Hacking the mainframe.
I'm like,
warning, hacking too much time.
HACK.
And my whole genius like strategy was like, I'm just gonna go to like page 9 on Google. They'll never think to block one of those.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're not gonna dig
God.
that deep into
Yeah,
it.
they're gonna go to like page 2 at the most.
That's funny. I remember for the longest time. Well, like, and then my senior year, I got my PSP, and then I was able to hack my PSP, and I have so many emulators on my PSP.
Yeah, it's actually freaking crazy. I remember
for the
using your
longest
PSP twice, and I was like, "What is this fucking rabbit hole I just fell in?"
That was after I cleaned it out. I had fucking anime and fucking comic books and shit all in there too. I had a couple seasons of Bleach on there at one point.
Man, I'm really sad I updated my Vita because I was into that too, and I fucking blew it.
You had that one Bleach fighting game, and I
Yeah,
tried
it was-
playing it. It was so odd.
It was odd, but it's all in Japanese, and you just figure it out.
Yeah. No, I figured it out. I got pretty good. And
I
by
played
pretty
a-
good, I mean I sucked ass.
I
But
played a Dragon Ball Z RPG game that was on Game Boy Advance. Terrible. It's one of the worst games.
Oh
I've
my
ever
god.
played.
You know what RPG game I used to play a lot? I had Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban.
Oh, it's an RPG game.
Yeah, and you know what? It was just like it was like a Final Fantasy clone.
Okay, so it's like a poopy like cookie cutter.
But you like go throughout the year of like
It was
Harry,
made like
Prisoner of
RPG
Azkaban.
Maker.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like. I actually quite enjoyed that. I thought that was a pretty. I don't know why I thought it was so good. Probably because I was
like
just a Harry
Potter.
Potter nut. But I think
If there was anything else you think is stupid.
it was like there was like a hit a new game plus mode, and I think I played through it like 4 times. I'm sure at some point I could speedrun that game. Oh, they also had like mini games, right? They had mini games. They had like a tea leaf game. They had this weird like pick 3 game that at one point my mom stole my Game Boy and was playing this pick 3 game.
How
This
Pick 3
match
games,
3
like-
game.
I know Pick 3 games are still popular. Like obviously
them-
Candy Crush and all
Yeah,
that
Candy
shit, it's,
Crush
like, big
and
deals.
Bejeweled. And,
But like Bumbo, I'm really disappointed in you.
oh, The Legend of Bumbo.
I'm really disappointed.
The
in you
Adventure of
fucking,
Bumbo. Yeah, that's
I'm
disappointing.
really disappointed.
Macmillan.
Seriously, McMillan, dude. I'm
Ed
disappointed in
McMillan,
you.
why are you making a match 3 game? You could have made it an RPG, turn-based RPG.
Dude, Binding of Isaac
anything.
was so good, and then you're gonna hit us with a Pick 3?
wait, okay, wait. What
Have
are
you
we
ever-
talking
the
about?
the,
Have you ever
the
played Binding of
developer Ed McMillan.
No.
Have you seen Binding of
and
Isaac?
I've seen it. I know
so
what
you're
Binding.
aware of what it is.
I know of.
Binding of Isaac, in my opinion, is a fantastic game. I know there's a lot
It
of
looks
people that
it's
like-
fantastic.
technically a top-down twin-stick shooter, but it's a roguelike.
Yeah.
So, randomized levels, randomized items,
Love it.
and like you die, you have
Yeah,
to
so
start
like the
completely over.
replayability
Mhm.
is, woo, it's up there because it's different every time.
But so they made like Ed McMillan and whatever the other, I can't remember, but
Are they
they
making
they
like,
made another game. They made a prequel to this game, but it's a match 3.
like Candy
like
Crush
Candy Crush.
Yes.
or Marvel Puzzle Quest?
But it's one of those match 3s that you have to like fight stuff with. So it's like a match 3
so
RPG.
Marvel
Yes,
Puzzle
more so
Quest.
like
Yeah.
that.
And it's like, fucking kidding me, dude? You couldn't.
You know, I tried playing Marvel Puzzle Quest and I realized that I hate match 3 games.
Yeah, I tried a handful
They're
of those.
boring.
I've tried a handful of them because I was like, oh, well, maybe with this like other mechanic, maybe I'll be interested. Nah,
It's just like I figured it's something to waste time when I can't use data at work and like I'm on
They're
my break
boring.
or some
It's just
shit.
boring.
So I tried it and I was like, man. And that's the thing is the only app I have that I don't use data with, like game, is Final Fantasy VI, and it was $14 to buy for my
Which
phone.
one is
But I have
is that the one that's actually
it has with Tara Bradford,
That is that
girl
the,
with curly hair, the first female antagonist.
That's not the
or
first 3D one, is
protagonist,
it?
not antagonist.
Is that the first 3D one?
No, not at all 3D.
This is the 2D.
So like that's
2D.
why I'm wondering if
That was the one
first
that-
3D was
like is it actually 4 or something where like the numbers are fucked up and like because we didn't
Is it
get
6? Give me a sec.
well it might be 6 but like the thing is that like we didn't see all of them over here in America. I don't believe
I don't know.
Like-
I don't pay attention that
like
much.
Final
to
Fantasy
Final
1.
Fantasy.
It is 6.
Okay. Because like there was something where like we didn't see like 2 or 3 of the games,
Yeah, because
and
Final
they just
Fantasy.
and they just renamed it.
There's a handful of Final Fantasies, and I think 6 was the last one that was like the actual RPG. Like,
because they were just like Final
not
Fantasy
3D
4
RPG.
is America, Final Fantasy 2, like something. I don't know the specific like number of it, but I know that we got fucked and didn't see some of the games, and they were good ones.
and like I think Final Fantasy 7 was the first 3D like
Yeah, 7 was
of
the
that style.
I think so. Yeah, I didn't play.
And then there was 8, which had Squall. 9, which I'm not even sure which one that one is. I just know 7 and 8.
I know. Sorry, I'm trying to recruit people to go see Infinity War tonight with me. So where are we in this conversation?
Oh no, tomorrow you're leaving.
No, tomorrow we're leaving, and that's why I want to see it tonight. So
you're gonna go at midnight? Don't you work tomorrow?
Dude, I don't give a fuck. I was up until midnight yesterday.
I would go, but like I have literally no
also
one to go
Greg's
with,
seeing
and
it tonight, and I want to talk to him
can't
about it. So anyway, where were we with the Final Fantasy conversation? Because I can put.
I'm trying to figure out the fucking like the
I
don't know, what do you call
timeline.
The mis like translation. To us.
I hope at E3 we hear more about the Final Fantasy VII remake.
Oh yeah, I think we will.
I'll probably play that.
Did you hear? And sorry, we'll go back to E3 right after this because I can't wait for E3. But
Right.
did you hear that they're not gonna? Marvel Studios isn't gonna have a Hall H panel at San Diego Comic-Con. Sorry, I had to get that out.
I'm not even sure what you're talking about. A Hall H panel?
Hall H panel is basically where all the big like companies like DC and Marvel like revealed that. That's where they revealed their whole Phase 3 like everything until the fourth Avengers movie. I don't know because I know why. Because Kevin Feige's like, we revealed all of this, and all anybody wanted to focus on was the next thing. They didn't give it. They cared about the new one coming out, but we want people to focus on the ending of the Avengers as we know it.
Okay.
With the fourth one, so I'm excited.
I wonder what they're gonna do with Iron Man. I hope Riri Williams gets introduced. I think that's one of the characters I like the most for the new Avengers.
And Brian Michael Bendis came up, introduced her, and that's why I don't understand. People usually like what Brian Michael Bendis brings to the table, and she's great. So
I love her fro.
I love it. I love
that she fits that fro into the fucking Iron Man.
Yeah, I was always like, if that thing like assembles on her head, would she get her hair caught in it? I always thought that with Tony too. Awful. I was like, that would be awful. But what was I going to say?
We never saw.
I'm really upset with the design, with the quote unquote design choice of Bucky Rogers and the
Bucky Rogers.
Bucky Rogers? No,
Bucky Barnes.
Bucky Barnes and the Avengers.
Infinity
War.
I like the blue
arm.
You mean his hair?
His hair, yeah, he looks like a dad. Give him the greasy, greasy gruff look again.
It's just Sebastian Stan. That's just how he looks.
Just give him the greasy gruff look again.
And
why does Captain America have a porno stash right now?
He just has a beard. He's a full beard.
No, not right now. He Chris Evans right now has a porno stash.
That's literally
for a different role, but he has a porno stash at the moment. He looks weird.
I'm gonna get real sensitive soon when it comes to the porn stash jokes because I literally I think I look pretty good with a mustache.
Well, no, there's a difference between a porn stash and a mustache. You don't grow a porn stash. That's not what you grow.
I don't have a thick mustache anyways.
No, just the way yours is shaped is not a porn stash.
Yeah. I hope to God that it grows in thicker at some point though. Like,
thick. This guy's gonna grow some fuckboy hair.
My hair will grow back in about
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Maybe not like my actual hair, but like I do.
You guys wouldn't be able to tell because you listen and you don't watch, and there's no video for this. But Solar 901 got a haircut and is now shaven clean. He looks about.
He looks 12.
He looks about 15 years old and almost looks like.
Nobody knew how old I was. Everyone thought that I was 18. And I was like, no, dude, 25.
He looks like Sacriel. If you guys are ever on Twitch, he looks like Sacriel.
At work, everybody thought I was 21, and I was like, nope, I'm 18.
But
so I found the.
I'm 19 now.
Fuckboy hair.
I am.
That was when I started working.
I dug up the Final Fantasy timeline. It's more fucked up than I thought it was. So Final Fantasy 1 is Final Fantasy 1, Japan and America.
Yes.
Final Fantasy 2 comes out in Japan. We don't ever get it. Final Fantasy 3 we do later, but
yeah,
at the time coming out, we don't have a Final Fantasy 2. Final Fantasy 1 and 1. 2 comes out in Japan, we don't see it. Final Fantasy 3 comes out in Japan, we don't see it. Final Fantasy 4 comes out in Japan, we get that one as Final Fantasy 2. Final Fantasy 5 comes out, we get that one as 3. 6 comes out, we get it as 4.
That's ridiculous.
Now they've since gone back,
ridiculous.
and they've since gone back, and it's kind of out.
It's
so
the
like
same
if you're
way,
playing Final Fantasy 6, you're playing Final Fantasy 6.
Yeah.
At the time, though, you would have been playing 4, which is 6, and then they just kind of said, "Fuck it, 7 and 7. They just like disregarded the games in between. They were just like, okay, Final Fantasy 7, 5.
Imagine everybody they're so confused. They're like, why is this 7? We just had 4.
Yeah,
and then
they were like, what happened to 5 and 6? And then like it came out later, like, oh yeah,
they're like, hey, yeah, we didn't release a 2 and 3 at all.
Well,
So-
it's a good thing that they released Final Fantasy VII the way they did, because that was Final Fantasy VII is
That was a big one.
It's one of those pinnacle games, one of those games that changed RPGs.
So, well, yeah, because it would have been dumb for them to come out with that and then call it 5 for us.
Yeah.
You know, like that's why they were like, look, let's cut the bullshit here while we're ahead, because you know it's just gonna spiral out of control. So good for them. It's not the first time that's happened either, by the way.
No,
this happened with
all the time.
There's even movies that this happens with. Sometimes, let me think of what it was. There was a movie, I believe it was a Jackie Chan movie, where the movie came out in Japan as I don't know, I'm just gonna say like it's called like Iron Dragon or something. I don't remember what it's called, but like let's just say it's called in Japan, it's called Iron Dragon. Well, in America, they retitled it and they call it like Fist of the Dragon, okay? Well then Japan comes out with a sequel called Fist of the Dragon. So now America's like, uh-oh, what do we do now? So what do? They title it the first movie in Japan. Iron Fist. So now we have a complete reversal of titles.
That's so weird.
Like, just get on the same page, guys.
Seriously, I don't know
Come
why
on.
they do that. Like, that's... I could bring up a ton of examples. I don't want to, but... Like, just, like, think of the American, like, I don't know, the producers or whatever that have to, like... They come out with that second one and they're like, uh-oh, we fucked up. What do we do now? They're like, I know, call it the...
I mentioned it before we started recording. Ash and I have been watching Markiplier's playthroughs of Welcome to the Game 2, and that looks interesting.
I would like to play it, but like I think it's one of those games that I've watched a ton of it, and I don't know that I would enjoy playing it because I know how fucking hard it is.
Yeah.
And I don't know that there's enjoyment in it for me.
Anyone who doesn't know what this is a game essentially where you're like an investigative reporter. You get some random guy gives you access to the deep web, and you have to find out why some woman disappeared by hacking your way into certain things.
That's cool.
It's one of the most like
it's a super
unforgiving games I have ever seen.
Yeah, my
and
God,
it's a cool experience just watching people play and like hack and break into things and hack into things. It's really cool.
Like the first one, I can get behind. I can play it. It's fun. It's still rather difficult, but this second one is just everything is there to fuck you every step of the way. There is just no fucking chill with that.
It's
game.
just super unforgiving. Like some of the encounters and the enemies, they just have a chance to show up and kill you. There's no way you can stop it. It's crazy. Super unforgiving.
Yeah,
but like the concept itself is cool.
Wait, okay. So what kind of game is it? Is it like
it's essentially almost a simulator. So you're this guy,
okay.
right?
So it's
and you have an apartment, and you're in an apartment building, and you have to browse the deep web, find these keys to figure out how to get to this one thing.
You need 8 of them, by the way. Now these keys. Let me give you a better picture. Let me paint you a better picture. So you have the deep wiki.
Yeah.
There's actually 3 pages of this deep wiki, but you have to find the other pages through the source code of web pages, which I'll get into. So it's like you have to find these keys, and you only can get these keys by clicking links on websites that happen to work. Most of the websites just straight up don't work. Some only work at certain times. But like if you get on a website and you click a link, you'll hear like a bing, and you get a key. It'll show up on your desktop. It'll be like a notepad thing or something.
And you can copy that key down, and eventually you've got to collect these keys.
Right, you have to get 8 of them. And I mean, just trying to get them, like, that sounds like it might not be all that bad of a thing, like, oh, you just bought the thing, but the internet is slow as fuck.
Oh,
like, the loading bar is super slow.
And it's all randomized. They change.
Yeah, they change every time.
They change every time. The place where they show up, it changes every time.
Even the websites can, like, different ones just won't work sometimes.
So, I'm just going to tell you right now, I am not electronically savvy. I'm not good with
this
any
does
form.
simulate you having to be pretty decent.
No, dude, being able to, like...
No,
like,
I don't even know. Like, I swear to God, I'm so bad at it.
The way that you have to, like, you have to, like, crack into, like, people's Wi-Fis and stuff.
And that looks like straight up, like, an actual Wi-Fi cracker.
Like, I'm not so sure that that's too far off like what it's actually like.
Yeah.
Someone's thing.
Like you're literally, they're just like,
Like-
let's just put the programming like literally
Like,
hacking
I'm not
in
sure
the
that
game.
We're just discreetly teaching people how to hack into
Exactly.
Wi-Fi.
Holy
It's
shit! Maybe I should
insane.
play that game and I'll just become a hacker.
Wi-Fi.
Because like
Hacking too much time.
that, and you have to change Wi-Fi's every so often because the police will track.
Which
you.
I don't understand. I don't understand why the police are tracking them in the first place when there's nothing inherently illegal about being on the deep web.
Yeah, there's nothing illegal about being on the deep web
Maybe it's a cover up.
unless you're like
I don't know.
unless you're like looking at illegal shit.
Which doesn't make any sense. Like that's why it doesn't make because like you could be if you're on a Wi-Fi in that game for too long.
Yeah.
Even if you're not even
if it's
on a
free
website
Wi-Fi,
itself, you could just be on the homepage and they'll come get you.
yeah, if it's a free Wi-Fi, you get 10 to 15 minutes. It kind of depends.
If it's one of the
you're
ones
on
you
a
hack into,
WEP,
depending on what style you're on, it'll give you more.
Mm.
The most common one's about 20 minutes. The best one is 90.
yeah, you get a shit all the time. Where you almost don't even have to worry about it. But like like I said, so like you're trying to go through these pages. You have to open up you can open up the source code.
Yeah,
for the actual
which is
web
cool
pages.
because I've actually looked into that kind of stuff. And
Yeah, it's
when I was
pretty
when I was at school, I don't know if you ever had to take what was it called at the time? I don't know. There's some computer class, and they had us make a web page in Notepad.
No,
Like,
they
I actually
never
did that once. I actually
Yeah.
made an HTML page.
You were at JVS.
But this is back
though.
before you had to pay for like domains and stuff.
What was
I'm
I
pretty
gonna
sure it
say?
was recent.
I'm sure
No, that was at the high school.
at the high school. I'm sure they have different stuff now that they're more like electronically like teaching kids that shit. That we don't even have a wood shop anymore or a metalworking class anymore. Like we don't do that. We just have like an engineering class with a 3D printer and stuff. So I'm sure they're doing that now, but they were not for me at least.
But
As
yeah,
far as
like
I know.
that's something that kind of stuck in my head was like domain HTML code for the most part. So I can actually tell what's going on for the most part for HTML code.
Yeah, because like with the on the in this game, sometimes you don't really know what you can click on.
So you can look at the
You
source
can look
code.
in the source code and it'll tell you like what the
mouse over,
are.
mouse over, click this, mouse over, click, and then it'll tell you where it would go. What?
Yeah, like the link.
It's kind of cool.
That's
Really,
weird.
it's a super cool the game is really well put together. But
Yeah.
my god,
Oh, it's unforgiving as
Ooh.
hell.
because you got to move the fucking. You can move your router.
You can
Pick
move
up
you have a
different sets of
Wi-Fi
Wi-Fis.
dongle, right? You have a little Wi-Fi like stick that you
Yeah.
can move around. You have to move that around to pick up different Wi-Fis. If you don't move it around, the police will come find you. Now, this is all time-based. You apparently can take however long you want, but the farther the night gets into, the more often enemies show up and have a chance to kill you. So there's this one enemy that'll just show up, and he's super easy. You just gotta look away from him for 30 seconds.
Yeah, he just.
But
pops
that's
up
still
everywhere.
waste. That's
He's
still
kind of
waste
like
30
Slenderman.
seconds.
Like you'll just turn around and just shit, he's right there. So you
And
just
then-
turn around.
but he still wastes 30 seconds. There's another guy who's like some hitman
Fucking
looking
hitman.
assassin asshole, and he'll like try and pick your lock. So if you hear him pick your lock, you have to turn your lights off, turn your computer off, hide in the bathtub, hide in the shower.
Mhm.
But he's an asshole, so you'll hear him walking around your apartment.
for minutes.
He'll walk around for like 5 minutes. So you have to hide in the fucking bath
Just
in the
minutes.
shower for 5 minutes.
And
And he'll sometimes pretend to leave. So he'll open the door,
yeah, close it.
and still be in your apartment.
Also,
And then
the
leave.
game reads your microphone, so if you make any noise, if you talk or anything while that's going on,
Yeah, he'll pick it up and
microphone
he'll
symbol.
come kill you.
Yeah, he'll come kill you.
I just have a few words. Fuck this game.
Yeah,
No way I'm
that's just
playing
two of
that.
the threats. Then when you order shit, you have to order like VPNs and
Yeah, you just
all
order
kinds of shit
things
like
that'll get like you
you
get.
get delivered by a drone in an alleyway.
Oh, and then there's an enemy in the alleyway. So
Yeah.
if you
He
get to
has
this
a random
alleyway,
chance.
if you get this alleyway and you hear noises behind you, you have to run to this little room and duck down and hide behind the door and keep the door closed.
Yeah,
Else he'll come in there.
If he grabs the door, you have to like hold on to it and hold the fucking handle so he doesn't open the door, and that can take minutes. I've seen him sit
Literally
there for-
taking three. You can take up to 3 minutes to do
I've seen
that.
him just take forever.
Oh my god! And they waste your time, and everything is done by
The power
sound
goes
cues.
out on your floor.
Oh yeah. So this fucking the hitman guy, right? After a certain point, he just has a small percentage chance to just show up behind any door. So if your power goes out, okay, you have to leave your apartment and go to the end of the hall, turn on, flip the breaker again, and after a certain point, he just has a small chance to show up. So if your power goes out, you have to go through 3 doors.
So you have to.
You have to go through 3 doors. So every time your power goes out, you have 3 chances for him to just show up and kill you and end your run. You have
Also,
to start
if
all
he's
over again.
active, you cannot look through the peephole on your door. Because if you do and Lucas is active, he can shoot you right through the peephole on your door.
If he's picking your lock, you can
Like see him.
you can look through the peephole.
Yeah, but if he's not,
if he's just outside,
Yeah,
if like
just outside.
okay, let's say you have that chance of you opening the door and he's back there. That chance is also if you look through the door, he'll just shoot you in the
Well,
face.
because you can buy motion sensors and shit to like put in the hallway, and you can, if you're lucky, he'll set them off. If you're lucky, a lot of times he just doesn't. But you can do that. So if like, oh shit, I got an alarm, and you peek out that window, you're probably dead.
Yeah. It's a really interesting game.
Like you can tell when he's active because you'll hear
Two car honks. You'll hear him
Car
walking
honks.
around.
Also, the police, you'll hear police sirens. You know, police are coming. Sometimes those are just false. They're just police sirens just to fuck with you.
Oh yeah, like they're
And
driving
sometimes the
past.
police won't have sirens.
Yeah. This is like everything in this game is just to bone you so hard.
This game is it's very much based on luck. There's strategies you could employ, but it's not
like,
gonna.
I like it and I love it. Like
you still have to
I like
take
watching
risks.
it. I don't know that I would enjoy playing it. The first one, on the other hand, the first one's fun. I like because it's simpler. It's still hard, but you probably like the first one. Same basic kind. You're sitting at a computer, hear guys outside, go hide in the bathroom or something.
Yeah, I've always wanted to learn how to do read like C# coding, but I just don't have time. It'd be cool to learn Java too. I just don't have the time to like actually do it.
Yeah, because I'd have to sit down for hours.
Just sit down for hours and read, and it's one of those things where it's like it's not fun to learn, but I think it's interesting to know.
Plus, like I wouldn't really use it.
Is that the cat meowing? Shut up, Zelda.
There was something else in that game that was like fucking bullshit. I don't know.
That just seems absolutely insane.
It's just too much to handle. Like I've watched Markiplier play it, and like, dude, he's good at it. Like he's good at it, and he still loses every time.
Yeah,
and I've never seen him get more than 2 keys. I don't think.
No, I don't think he's got any more than that.
And like, I've seen him make it to the second deep wiki page. I think.
Have you seen the new God of War game?
I have not.
Apparently, that got
really
multiple
good,
10 out of 10s from multiple sites. People are saying that it's a pretty high contender for Game of the Year. There's not many things that can beat it out.
Yeah, I mean, so far to date, yeah, that's. I mean, what would be its contender? Monster Hunter would be up there, I'm sure.
Monster Hunter, maybe.
Thing is, though,
Detroit Become Human could, but I don't think it's the style of
the
game.
shitty
that's
thing
gonna
about the
catch
whole
it.
Game of the Year thing is like, Monster Hunter came out really early in the year, so its hype has died down.
Yeah.
The thing is like, if a game releases closer to the Game of the Year, like
Oh
announcement,
my god, how many times
they
does a
usually
game
have a better chance.
How
of
many
winning.
times is a game that released like
Fallout?
Fallout 1, which Fallout's not Game of the Year worthy.
Fallout, but because it came out right around that time,
Skyrim won, and
had all
it
the
was
hype.
out for only a month before
It had all the hype.
called out Game of the Year. I hate that. A
That's
game
what
should
happens,
have to
like-
be out for so long
like
for it
a
to
game releasing close to the announcement that has all the hype train behind it. They usually end up winning.
get. I don't.
Does the community vote? Is that why?
I don't know.
Because
what
if
the
it's
vote
anything
is.
like the Oscars, they have an academy that votes, and they
I
take
don't
everything
know.
into account. Even if the
Either
movie
way,
was
it's not
for-
that
for- for the-
sophisticated.
Either way,
That's what I'm saying.
I definitely don't think Fallout 4. As Fallout 4 was better than the other Fallouts, I don't think it was.
I don't know that it was
Game
Game of the Year worthy. I really like Fallout. Like I'm really behind Fallout.
Skyrim
Game of the
maybe,
Year.
but I still don't think it was fair for all the other games that
It's
have been
not.
out for
It-
months
no, it's
for a
not. Like
game that's been
Skyrim-
out for less than a month to win.
Like, you know, a jump from Oblivion to Skyrim. You know, like Skyrim was a big deal. I thought Skyrim was cool.
Skyrim was a big deal when it first came out,
and it was
but
cool, and I know why a lot of people liked it. Game of the Year though.
It came out a
What was its
month before.
contenders? I believe The Witcher came out around that time. Was that
one of the Witcher? I think it was one of the Witcher games or something like that. And I know for sure Batman: Arkham Asylum.
Yeah, that's right.
Ooh.
Batman
Arkham
That's right. That
Asylum.
was supposed to be.
I played that one. I loved
But
it.
but
That's what it was.
Skyrim comes out and it was only out for 3 weeks before the Game of the Year was announced.
And that's why they won. That's
Bullshit.
I guarantee you that's hands down why they won, because everyone's like, oh, Skyrim.
I really think that Batman should have won that just because Skyrim hadn't been out long enough.
Yeah, I think it was like Batman or like, I want to say that's when The Witcher 3 came out as well.
No, Witcher 3 is more recent.
I don't know. I could have swore Witcher came out. Maybe not. There was another game though. There was a third one.
It just bugs me.
What was I gonna say? Ooh, I had to tell you guys about Octopath Traveler.
Yeah.
It's a game made by Square Enix.
Okay.
It's basically an RPG like Final Fantasy, but it's pixelated,
Cute.
with a twist.
Oh, is that one?
It's like
is that one?
It's shadows and like
three-
3 dimensions.
Yeah, is that like the 3D pixelated? The
3D pixelated.
Yeah, I've seen that. That looks good, but I just don't want to buy a Switch.
That's true. That's
I would,
right. You
I
don't
would
have
get
one.
us. Okay, so here's my thing with the Switch. One, I think it works as better as a handheld than it does a console. I think as a handheld, it's incredible. As a console, it's not bad because it doesn't stack up to PS4 or Xbox. But as a handheld, it's better than anything else on the market.
What I think is cool about it is the fact that it can be both.
Yeah,
It's
no,
not
that's
like
cool.
it's not a full on
My
like
biggest
console
problem-
that has
my
really
biggest
great
problem
computing
with it
power,
is,
whatever
like,
the hell that's called.
I would use it more as a handheld, and it's only got a 2-hour battery.
Oh,
Honestly, I just like.
Oh,
playing
and
on
the fucking
video games on a
charge
big
port is
screen.
on the bottom.
Yeah.
So hey, it's a handheld. I could take the little controllers out. Cool. Set it down. Let it charge. No, you can't, because it has to sit on the charge port while it's propped up.
They should just release a like a little stand that has a charge port on it, so you could just set it there and play it with the
I'd be
controllers.
willing to bet there's some kind of third party.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
there's
is some
something
party,
like
but
that, yeah.
the fact of the matter is that's just it's a bad design choice.
Well,
Skyrim beat Arkham City, Portal 2.
Arkham City. I thought it was Asylum.
Arkham City was
is
way
what it
better.
Arkham City.
It beat Arkham City. It beat Portal 2.
That one was so good.
It beat Mass Effect 2, which I know a lot of people like their Mass Effect. It was The Witcher 2, Dead Space 2, and Dark Souls.
I do not agree with Skyrim winning that at all.
Also, Battlefield 3 was in the running.
Yeah, no, I remember that year because I refused to
deal.
buy it because everyone was like, "Dude, Skyrim's the best game ever," and I saw it and I'm like, "This looks like shit."
Crisis 2 got beat.
And I played Arkham City. I played Arkham City at the time, and I was like, "There's no
What did-
way that this game."
Maybe when Fallout 1, maybe that was The Witcher 3 that they beat.
Yeah, I was like, "There's no way that this game that's been out for a month it looks like shit." And fucking Batman Arkham City didn't win. I remember at the time John and I getting in a huge, super big argument about how because he was like, "Oh yeah, Skyrim won." He loves Skyrim at the time. I'm sitting there like, "No, Batman should have fucking won that game." won that
The
award.
Witcher 3 did win Game of the Year that year.
Did it?
It did.
I thought Fallout won.
No.
No, Witcher 3 definitely deserves that.
Yeah, that one's fine. Who else was in the running? I know Mortal Kombat X was best fighting game.
Well, yeah.
It's the only fucking
I'm
fighting
pretty
game.
sure that's the only fighting game that came out at the time.
Do you want to know what the best mobile game was?
What?
For that year? Lara Croft Go.
It's a puzzle game. Not bad. I have no interest in it, but I mean,
What
Was
won
any-
last year?
last year,
what
game
games
of the
were
year.
last year?
I don't know.
It was for 2007.
But yeah, in the running, I definitely think that God of War has a chance.
Oh, fucking Breath of the Wild.
Oh yeah, fuck Breath of the Wild.
Come on. That
Ugh,
makes me
I
upset.
hate Zelda so much.
Why do you hate Legend of Zelda? That game is actually pretty good.
I know, but everyone's just like, Legend of Zelda, ooh, Ocarina of Time is the best game ever made.
Listen,
Go
that's
fuck
what it is.
yourself.
Listen, that's how I feel about literally every shooter game ever.
Yeah,
Destiny, I don't give a shit.
I don't say that all these shooter
Fortnite,
games,
I don't give a shit.
I don't say these shooter games are the best games ever made.
Yeah.
People are like, Ocarina of Time was one of the best games ever made. No, it wasn't. It was shit. It looked like shit. It was a giant empty space that they make you run across 17 times to do anything.
Oh, man.
I think
PUBG
the
was fourth for Game of the Year.
I don't agree with that.
Fourth.
I don't think PUBG should be a paid game. I feel like a battle royale is a game mode, not a game itself.
Man, how'd they get... So,
I was gonna
it's kind of a weird top 5. So, Zelda won, of course.
Yeah.
Second was Horizon Zero Dawn.
That one's good.
Horizon Zero Dawn's a good game.
I bought it. I bought the
5
Persona 5?
came in
Persona
third.
That's a
5.
huge deal. Persona 5,
And then-
I've thought about buying it. I just don't.
I thought about it too. Then PUBG, and then PUBG beat Super Mario Odyssey.
Yeah,
Super Mario Odyssey is cute. I love
When
it.
it comes right down to it, it's just another 3D Mario game.
But like, it
But
has
it's
different
good. It's
mechanics.
good, but it's still just another 3D Mario game.
Yeah.
It didn't have the leaps and bounds above that Legend of Zelda had.
Yeah.
Well, I agree that Legend of Zelda is a great game. The Breath of the Wild is a great game. It's a good game, and I agree with it being nominated. I'm sick of fucking Zeldas and Marios always like, oh, this is the best game ever fucking made. Nintendo can't do anything wrong. Nintendo this, Nintendo that. Go fuck yourself. God.
Cuphead won the best music score.
Well, because Cuphead's got an amazing music score.
You know who got second?
Huh.
Destiny 2.
Yeah, makes sense.
Bungie's always had good.
I've never been like, oh, Destiny should be the best game of the year. No, Destiny 1 was equally frustrating. It was super frustrating, and Destiny 2 at the moment fucking sucks.
The best ongoing game, Overwatch, is the best ongoing game.
But like these people get these crazy. Everyone goes nuts over like Overwatch. Overwatch is okay, but I wouldn't say it's the best game ever made. Fortnite, it's good. I think it's probably one of the best battle royales out there because PUBG has way more problems than Fortnite does.
I think I'll be a little more interested in battle royale when more start to come out and I have more variety to play.
But I don't think battle royale. I don't think battle royale should be its own game. I don't agree with PUBG's business model right now.
Yeah, I think it's cool to have a battle royale mode.
My biggest thing is it's a $30 game with paid like microtransactions for at the time one map, which it's a battle royale map. It's gigantic. Yeah. I get that it takes time. But it's just a battle royale. I think a battle royale should be a game mode alongside of like domination and other game modes like that, not its own game.
I have a quick question. Does Fortnite battle royale does it have any different maps or anything?
No, it's only got one.
That's annoying.
I kind of wish it did have another.
They're probably working on it.
I don't get why it doesn't.
I don't see why they wouldn't.
Because the map is huge. The same reason that the PUBG map was the only map they had for over a year. Because it's gigantic.
Yeah. Alright.
Because it's not like a Call of Duty map. A Call of Duty map is tiny. A Call of Duty map is like less than... These maps are like... The map in Fortnite and PUBG are separated in 100-meter squares. You could probably fit 4 or 5 Call of Duty maps in one of these 100-meter squares.
True.
So, like, at least 2 or 3 Call of Duty maps. Call of Duty maps are extremely small compared to a Battle Royale.
Yeah.
That being said, Fortnite's building aspect keeps that map, makes that map less stale than, like, PUBG, where it's the same map all the time. There's nothing different about it. It's just where the circle lands. Being able to build and alter the terrain yourself keeps the gameplay fresh.
The current list of 2018 Game of the Year nominees, by the way.
Okay.
God of War, as we know.
Yes.
That's going to be up on top. Far Cry 5.
Okay. I don't think it's going to win, but okay.
I don't think it'll win. Monster Hunter World, same thing.
Yes.
I don't think it'll win. Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves. Really? Because Sea of Thieves was very poorly.
I don't think this one will do well in any of the things.
What is it? Received.
Batman: The Enemy Within.
What was that? A Telltale game?
That's a Telltale game, isn't it?
It's a nominee.
Absolutely not.
No, I don't think that
is a nominee for it.
Yeah.
Also, this one I don't agree with. The Shadow of the Colossus remake.
No, that was.
I do not agree with that.
No, don't. That game came out years ago.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Remade it doesn't.
The Shadow of the Colossus 2018.
No, I don't.
I don't believe.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that being in there.
That wasn't made this year. That was made like 20 years ago.
Yeah, I don't agree with it being. I think it's a good game.
Yeah, it's a good game.
It's worth a play.
It's cool,
but I don't think it's.
But no, not as a game.
Like
of the year,
at the time, I think it did win Game of the Year back when it was fresh.
Yeah, on the
PS2.
I think it did. But no, I don't think a remake or a remaster should ever win any award, technically speaking.
Yeah, I don't think that's fair. Like, dude, come on, it's because you remake a game. They'd be like,
that's like if Skyrim remaster won fucking Game of the Year again. I would.
Dark Souls remaster won it like that. No. Yeah. Not how this works. Not how this works. Yeah. Other than that, also Yakuza 6. I've been hearing a lot about that.
Yeah, it's one of those games that's like it's a niche style game. If you like brawlers, buy it, but it's just something I'm not into.
I don't know that I can get into it. Seems like
God of War looks good as fuck though. Although I do miss the Blades of Athena. I miss the crazy swings and fucking flourishes, but the mechanics with the axe are super solid, and the game looks really fucking good. And it's like it's a big difference from like God of War 3 and the other God of Wars, where it was just like this like hack and slash, beat the shit out of people. And then this one's got like RPG elements. There's gear you can get, randomization things. This crazy overarching story that is like 1,000 times better than any story that the God of War games ever had.
So it's finally a complete game.
No, I wouldn't say that. It was just the style of game at the time.
Is this the last God of War game?
I doubt it.
Dude, this is gonna make a lot of fucking money. There's no way they're gonna stop, or they're just gonna start a new franchise.
When God of War first came out, other games like it came out, like Darksiders and Dante's Inferno. It was just a style that people were going for at the time, a very early like hack and slash style. It was just
Dante's Inferno, fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was cool. But it was just like it was a simple game. It was like, hey, here's
and it just sat.
hey, here's a story that is it's not the best, but you're not playing it for the story. You're playing it because you like to mash square and beat the shit out of things. It's good. So yeah, I've played all those games. I have Darksiders 1 and 2. I had Dante's Inferno. I've played all the God of Wars. While they're not my favorite, games. And I don't think I ever finished any of them. I see the appeal, and it's just
I see the appeal. Well, and like
it gets tedious.
It depends on the context of it, because like I actually liked Castlevania Lords of Shadow, and a lot of people are like, oh, it's just a God of War ripoff, which okay, maybe it was, but I like the like Castlevania
and I'm sure
backstory, the style, so I prefer that over the other one.
And I'm sure
a lot of people don't care for it.
I'm sure if there was a game or like a franchise that did that, I would probably play it, but I just haven't found anything.
If a Harry Potter hack and slash came out,
why would there be a Harry Potter hack and slash? It doesn't make any sense.
Why wouldn't it be?
That doesn't make any sense. If I could play it, if there was like a Borderlands hack and slash where I was playing as Krieg, you bet your fucking ass I'd play that.
Okay,
that'd be badass to play it, run around as Krieg.
Yeah, all right. That'd actually be an interesting twist.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just one of those styles that I like. It's fun for a little while, but it gets tedious and boring for me.
Would you be upset if Borderlands 3 was a pick 3?
Extremely.
The whole game is a pick 3.
Extremely upset.
It's like
I hope.
Turn-based.
And is it bad that I almost want a Borderlands 3 Battle Royale?
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
I almost want a Borderlands 3 Battle Royale. I almost want a Destiny Battle Royale. I don't think in its current system it would ever work. And in its current,
unless you stripped everybody, it could work in the way of like you would have to strip every one of the unique like class abilities and shit. And then at that point,
well, no, I'm sure they could find a way to set it up that way. But in this current engine, impossible. They can't do it. This engine's old. They need to. If, like I said in the last podcast, if Destiny 3, if they don't announce it with, hey guys, we revamped everything. We have a new engine. And it's going to be the game that you always wanted, this open world game. There's no point in buying.
And if they were saying that their servers were struggling with like the 6v6 games, they wanted to take a little bit of the fire off their servers. That's why
it wasn't even the servers that they did that. They just wanted to be able to make maps easier. They wanted to make more personal, like more. They just wanted it was a map thing. They're making better maps,
like a connection,
quote unquote better maps.
They just wanted better consistency with the matchmaking.
Yeah,
the consistency. And I'm like, you guys can barely handle 4-on-4. What are you gonna do?
It's a dated engine. Their Bungie has this wild hair up their ass, and they won't update their engine. They've been using the same engine for like the last 4 games they made.
I have no input I can give you with this.
You should get a PS4, Chris, and start playing Destiny with us. Just wait till September.
I don't like Destiny. You know that, but I was looking at PlayStation 4 Pros, because I want to get a 4K TV. Pro. I'm getting a Pro so I can get a 4K TV, so I have an excuse to get a Pro. You know what I mean? I don't know. Plus,
I want a Pro and I want a new monitor for my computer because I have a HD monitor, big old 24-inch, 120 hertz. Then I have a 19-inch, 7-year-old Emerson fucking LCD TV that, like, it's not even the right aspect ratio. I have to go in and manually change the aspect ratio of my second monitor so it fits in there and doesn't cut off a bunch of my screen.
Yeah.
I also think a PS4 Pro would be really cool to have. I just, have no reason.
Yeah, our PlayStation 4 broke.
You guys never been able to fix it?
My friend's supposed to take me to his friend's house in Avon to do it, but we haven't. He's been busy. He works 2 jobs, so He has not had time, but he works 2 jobs, so I'm not mad, obviously. But yeah, so that's why I was thinking about buying a PlayStation 4 Pro, and I found there's like a bundle you can get that comes with the VR, and I want to get it so bad, but that's like $700-800.
Dude, I want a VR,
and it's not
even because it's good, just because it's so cool.
Yeah, for real. No, I wanted it.
You have to get Resident Evil 7.
Have you played a PSVR?
No.
I'm gonna bring mine over here so you can.
Awesome.
Hey, we can make that. We can make that like an IRL video.
I want you because like. Have you played any kind of VR, like even the crappy ones on the phone?
I've like looked at. Yeah, I've used one before. Yeah.
Okay, so like, I should update people. Not that really, because anyone who listens to the podcast is probably the only ones that really like pay attention to our YouTube channel. I haven't been uploading gaming videos that often. 1, I just don't have a lot of them, and 2, they haven't been getting a whole lot of like love out of anything. And the podcast is really the only thing that gets views. And as much as like I don't want to make it all about views, each of these videos takes 3 or 4 hours to make, and then the podcast takes even longer. But that's not like actual active editing. Yeah. So you just like let me know if you guys want to actually see the videos. Like let me know. Try and look at them because it's a giant pain. It's a giant pain in the ass to do some of these videos. And like
I will. I'll probably have to bring my whole PlayStation over here because I got all the VR games.
Yeah.
But I got a pretty good variety of games.
That being said, I do want to make like not necessarily gaming videos. I want we've got that one caption this video that I want to do at some point. We can record you on the VR at some point.
How do you handle scary games like Resident Evil 7?
I'll be fine.
Good.
Resident Evil 7 is by far one of the best VR experience I've ever
I don't know if I've talked about this on the podcast before, but like I saw it high off my ass for the first time, and I was fine. Like I can imagine that maybe well, I don't know. I feel like that would mellow you out a lot, so the scary movie wouldn't be as scary. But
the Killing Floor game comes out.
It's already out. I thought it was already out. It's on sale.
I thought it came out May 1st. I think it was just a pre-order.
Okay.
So I think it comes out like May 1st or something. The beginning of May. Killing Floor.
Depending on how it's set up.
It's a co-op story game,
I mean,
but it also has the wave-based stuff. Yeah, I don't really know much about it. I'll probably still buy it anyway, just because I think it might be fun to shoot zombies.
Gameplay-wise, I just want to know how it's set up. I like as much as like the moving around, like actually walking around in game can make people nauseous. I much prefer that over the like teleporting.
See, around. I didn't see any footage of the movement. They didn't show any of that, so I don't know exactly how it is. Maybe there's an option for it. Sometimes there is.
I find like the teleport from spot to spot an extremely lazy way to take care of that problem.
But I hope the shooting is satisfying, because if it's satisfying, because it goes into Z time and then it goes slow motion, could be fucking awesome. You can also pick up zombie parts and use them as weapons.
That's cool.
So it looks like it might be kind of fun. I'll check it out. I'll see if I can get my hands on it, and maybe we can try that for a first time and see how that is. And then what else is out? Doom. I haven't bought Doom yet.
Yeah, then it's got the teleport aim or teleport movement.
That's kind of what's like ruining it for me. But like other games like Windlands
is cool, but it's
sick.
Windlands cool, but it's pretty simple. And
that's the only game in VR that makes me fucking.
Well, it's
sick,
because it's simulating you being super high up in the air. Aren't you afraid of heights?
I'm not really afraid of heights. It just makes me sick, like swinging around and shit like that. Like
I thought Windlands was fun.
I think it's neat. I can't handle it.
Hey, if we do it here, it's like I have way better area to do the.
Yeah, no, you have a much better thing than
VR. I wouldn't even do it in this room. I would do it in the living room. Yeah, but it's way better than David's.
Because you need room. Like you need room to stand. You need at least 6 feet away from the camera.
It's way better than David's living room. And I can.
Because we had to do it sideways in there, and it was just wonky.
I can the long seat on the couch. I can move the other side of the couch.
You shouldn't even have to. Because you don't have to have the camera like. Wait, you can set it up however you want.
But yeah, that'll be way easier than doing it at David's house.
Yeah, that'll be fun because I haven't.
Maybe we'll try and get. Well, man, I wouldn't be able to record her though. Damn. Maybe I'll try and get Ash to do it, but
she won't.
She wouldn't do it, and then she'd be pissed that I taped her.
Well, because like people in the VR, especially if you have the headphones in, I highly recommend having the earbuds in as well, because man, talk about immersion.
Oh, dude,
You
and
can
like that,
lose
like I
yourself,
said, that got me, dude. That game got me, and I didn't even have headphones in.
Yeah,
I was
didn't have
talking to
headphones,
you
dude.
guys
You gotta
amidst
put
the
headphones
game,
in. Put the headphones
and
in.
I
It's
like
different.
I tried to lean on a banister in the game, and I was like, oh
Wasn't
shit, that's
there.
not real.
Wasn't there. Yeah, no, you put those headphones on, you're in that thing, you
VR
just
can get
forget.
really cool once
You can
they.
just forget it,
I
dude.
think I truly think if they were to like do something like the Nintendo Power Glove,
Yeah, that'd be kind of sick.
that'd be really fucking cool nowadays.
I have a handful of VR games. I bought a couple, and I don't think I ever even started them.
Okay, well, I think we're kind of out of things to talk about.
Yeah, for real. I'm not sure how to like.
This will be a little
anything.
bit of a shorter one. Thanks, 50% Man,
No
for
problem.
being back with us.
Yeah, for real. It's been a
Uh,
while.
At some point, we'll have to get David on here. I don't know how we'll set that up. I've just been using every time someone can't make it. I've been using that as an opportunity. I know Jeff's brother wants to talk to us, but I don't want to argue with Jeff's brother because Jeff's brother and I argue more than Jeff and I do. But we'll figure it out. Hey, remember that YouTube is the only place you can support us. If you enjoy our videos, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that like button. Comment down in the comments. Have a good conversation in there or something. Talk to people. Meet new friends.
Jeff, I know you're listening. You better make that fucking cooking show. I know you're fucking listening. I know you hear me, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. Make that cooking show, Jeff. Seriously. Buy a camera. Hell, you don't even need to buy a camera. You have a phone. Find a way to set it up. Find a way to set it up and just make that cooking show, dude. What do you got to lose? People don't like it. People don't like it.
I will watch food porn. all day.
You can follow me and the YouTube channel itself. You can follow the YouTube channel itself on Twitter at PL Not Included. On Twitter, you can also find us as Punchline Not Included on Instagram. You can follow me on Twitter as Jiffy Nano, and you can follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Jiffy Nano. Chris.
You can follow my Instagram at 50, the number 50 _%, the word % _man. That's it.
Scott. Undead girl. Clone's clone.
That's what we're gonna be watching after we're done here. So.
Well, like I said, if you enjoyed the podcast, please like, share, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. You all have a good one.
Oh my god, there's more.